Hey, how you doing? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, today we're going to do a video on my present home defense folders. My self-defense, home defense, whatever you want to call it. These are the ones I always have around my house. And I carry on me sometimes too if I want to carry a big knife. I usually keep like a couple big knives, folder knives in my EDC drawer each year, and I try to do different ones each year. And this year it was supposed to be, it wasn't supposed to be these two, it was supposed to be the Towel War and the Holdout. But the Towel War and Holdout haven't been released, and when they do come out, I might swap these out for the Towel War and the Holdout. But this one might stay in there, I'm not sure. But I carry one of these in my bug out bag, the Tonto version, and I carry a large Tonto every day on my fanny pack, my belt. I don't wear the fanny pack, I just sort of carry it and toss it in the car. And that's like where I keep all my personal items and stuff like that. Sort of like a man purse. I'm keeping it real. That's what I use it for. You know, it's like, you know, women had to use a purse. I use a fanny pack. But anyway, back. I forgot what I was going to talk about now. But this one right here. Sometimes I just like to carry it when I get together with the brothers on the bikes and stuff like that, and everybody has their cool blades and things. And this is the one I like to have. I always like to carry a Ti-Lite. And now it's this one. This year it's this one. This is brand new for this year for me. I've only had it for, ever since I received it. I did a video on it when I received it. I love this one. I love the Ti-Lite Chris. Oz 10A blade, 6-inch blade, serrated. I love it. And by the way, this one's a Oz 10A also. 4mm thick. Both of these are 4mm thick blade stocks. It's both of them are Japanese Oz 10A. This one has a stonewash finish with a high saber ground, and it's a Filipino barong style blade. They call it a drop point, but actually what it really is a Filipino barong style blade. That's what it's patterned after. Go look at a Filipino barong machete or short sword, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Look, the blade shape will be exactly like this one, just bigger. And I've always loved these. One reason why I've always had these, like for my emergency blades and my bug out knife blades and knives I just like to carry sometimes, because I've always loved the Voyager handle with the Triad Voyager handle. In the beginning, a lot of people used to put down this handle because they used to say it was blocky and big or whatever. I always liked it, and the reason why I always liked it, especially for the XL, is that you got one of the best reverse grips of any of the cold steel knives. The only other cold steel knife that I think really has a super great reverse grip is the Towel War, extra large Towel War. And that's one of the reasons why I like the Towel War. But let's just compare it to size for reach. Now if I'm grabbing reverse grip, this is reverse grip at the end of the blade, end of this knife too. Check out where my blade tips are. Almost have the same reach. You notice that? Now I'm going to put these knuckles to knuckles, and then you see where the blade tips end up. That's what makes these so cool to me, is that you can go from having a normal reach for a 5.5-inch blade. Actually, it's a little bit further because a normal reach would be further up. Because all the cold steel knives, they always give you like about an inch extra for your reach. So a 5-inch blade, 5.5-inch blade will actually have the reach of like a 6.5-inch blade. This blade right here is 5mm thick. It's SAM-A VG10 SAM-A. It's a Recon, and the blade length is 7 inches. It has a 7-inch blade. And if I go the reverse grip, it actually has more reach than the Recon. These are beautiful knives. The XL Voyagers. I don't care which one you get. I don't care if you like the Vaquero, the Chris, the new Chris from last year, or the what do you call it? They got the Bowie blade or the clip blade, or now the drop point, or one of my all-time favorites is the Tonto. I don't care which one you got. They're all awesome, and they all have the exact same handle. All have the exact same handle. So the way you're watching me grip this one and showing you the reach that it has. This one right here has a 5.5 inch blade. These are both 5.5 inch blades. This one's 3.5 millimeters thick, and this one's 4 millimeters thick. The blade length is the same, but there's no reverse grip on this one. So if I go in reverse grip on this one, look what it does to it. See the difference in reach? Now you can see why I like this one for a self-defense knife. It's awesome. You get a lot of reach with this knife. Even though, you know, it's a 5.5 inch blade, which is still considered a big blade though, you know, don't get me wrong, that's considered a big blade. But when you reach back here, it's like having a 7 inch, or like a, you know, like a 7 inch blade almost. Actually, it's like having a 7.5 inch blade. Pretend like my blade, the starting where my knuckle is. That's awesome. That'd be like a Magnum Tonto. Was it the Magnum Tonto 2? The 7.5 inch Magnum Tonto? It'd be about equivalent to that, as far as being a fighter is concerned. So that's one reason to get one of those. And this one's the same thing, only has a 6 inch blade, so you even have more reach if you hold it from the reverse grip. See that? So I've always liked these Ti-Lites. And actually, if you hold this grip, the way the palm swell is, it swells big in the front and narrows out in the back, and then it swells back up. So that you got an excellent grip in the rear part of this handle. And these also make great Cubitons too. You got somebody by the wrist and you twist down, pressure point on their wrist. And also great impact weapon, you know, non-lethal impact weapon, less than lethal impact weapon. So this could be used several different ways for self-defense. It could be used as a great less than lethal weapon, or it can be used as a lethal weapon, whichever you need it for. A lot of people think these are just novelty items. These aren't novelty items. These are the real deal. Lynn C. Thompson, he makes stuff that's, you know, it's actually real. A lot of people want to call this stuff novelty stuff. This is a 5 millimeter thick Sam Mays stainless steel blade, VG10 stainless steel blade that was made in Seiki. The steel was made in Seiki, Japan. It was assembled in Taiwan. That's super high quality. Super high quality. VG steel in Japan is their very good steel. It's considered their some of their best steel that they make, you know, for stainless steel. Awesome. Okay, well let's bring out the new one though. I got something else to show you. We talked enough about these now. As I said, this is a 4 millimeter blade, 4 millimeter blade, 3.5 millimeter blade, 5 millimeter blade. You got a 7 inch blade. You got a 7 inch blade, a 5.5 inch blade, 5.5 inch blade, 6 inch blade. What we're going to talk about, these are all my home defense weapons or tools, and I'm going to add one to it. I've already done an unboxing on this one. And we talked about this when I told you I want to use this one because I absolutely love this blade. I love the finish, the polish. It's really nice for a factory blade. And this was $23, $23.90. Oh, let's just say $24. Less than $25. 4mm thick blade. I know some of the old catalogs, they said these had 3mm blades. No, 4mm thick blade. That's a serious blade thickness for a self-defense tool. That's what I would call this. It's just like a Master Tonto. The Master Tonto has a 5mm thick blade. My Master Tontos have one in 3V from the Nightfall series, and I have the DLC coated one, and then I have one in Samme. And they both are 5mm thick, but the handles look just like this, only this would be the polished part for the pommel, and you'd have a polished guard. With the overmolded Creighton handle. And this one, the whole handle's overmolded Creighton. And the way that they make these, they usually put like a Zyx or Zytel or Grivery or Grivex underpiece. That's what gives it its strength, so it's not, too flexy or whatever. And then they overmold it over a full tang of steel. This is a full tang steel knife. It's not a rat tail knife. It's not partial tang knife. It's full tang all the way back to this piece. And then they overmold it in rubber, in Creighton rubber. And it gives you a super durable handle that is pretty much impervious to everything. Impact, weather, whatever. And it gives you a super duper grip. I love the grip on these. I know they may not be the prettiest handles, but if you've never held one of these, you need to get one. Especially, try one of these. All these have the overmolded handles. This one's the most expensive version of these. It's like in between $125 to $200, depending on where you get them. And this one is in between like $30 to $50, depending on where you get them. And this one is in between $20 to $25, or I'd say $20 to $30. Because I saw them like around $30. Some people sell them for a little bit over $30. And I got mine at Midway. This came from Midway USA, if I remember right. Absolutely love it. This is the German stainless steel. It's 4116 Krupp stainless steel. And it has an awesome edge. These come with nice edges. Awesome edge. For $23, $24. For $24. That's all this costs, $24. But it comes with the downside of it is this sheath. Now this sheath is great, if you're going fishing or something like that, it'd be great for fishing sheath. If it gets wet or whatever, the water can drain out the bottom of it. It'd be great for that. I'm not gonna knock it all the way, but it's not. I'm not getting this knife to be a fishing knife. This knife has a saber ground blade instead of the hollow ground. The traditional cold steel hollow ground. Traditionally, this is the way cold steels always ground their Tontos. The majority of them, anyway. Some of them are saber ground too. Some of the old Recons are saber ground. But these are the ones I like the best ones with the hollow ground for these big blades, because it gives you a really nice edge. I think it's like a piece of art, the way the hologram is. But this one's a saber ground. So it's more like a combat blade. Usually combat blades are saber ground because it makes it harder behind. Stronger behind the edge, the blade. You're less prone to chipping and everything else. 4mm thick, not 3mm. These are 4mm thick, and the handle is awesome. I don't have super big hands. I have like large hands, but they're not like extra large or anything like that. I just have normal size hands, I guess. But anyway, let's get into what I got for this. Remember, I was going to carry it or use it until I came from eBay. I already opened it. It's because I did a previous video and it had a blooper in it, so I didn't want to publish it. So I'm just doing the video over. It's where it came from. www.randysKnives.com. Coyote Tan Boltatron Kydex with DOTS or DOTS combat clip. Convertible for left or right or left hand or right hand carry. Vertical or horizontal carry. Push button to open, side button to lock and unlock. Handmade to fit the Cold Steel Ti-Lite 20T. Overall length 11 and 3/8 inches. Blade length 6 inches. Oh, that's right. This is a 6-inch blade. And here it is here. You slide button opens it. You can set it up any way you want it to be carried, vertical or horizontal, left or right. Close it, just snaps closed. I love this. You did an excellent job on this. I have another one coming that's black for my outdoorsman light. Check this out. No noise. The only noise you hear is no noise, no rattling. It has a really nice snug fit. And I love the hardware, the color of the hardware. The reason why I got the brown one is because he didn't have any black ones left in this. Otherwise, I would have got the black one. But I figured I'd get the brown one because I don't know, I could do another video on dyeing it black or whatever with some RIT dye. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. This is the best $23 fixed blade I think I've seen. And it's the real deal. You know, it's 4 millimeters thick. It's full tang. It's got an overmolded handle, Creighton handle. This is a serious knife. Super sharp. The only drawback to it was that the sheath. Yeah, it's like, not for me. This is where it's at. Now you got a really nice knife. $23. The sheath was $38 bucks. So it makes it like $61 for the total package. I think this is worth 61 bucks all day long. I don't know. Y'all decide. Tell me what you think. Absolutely love it. I'm just gonna make it black. I gotta make it black. I love it. Absolutely love it. Knife draws easy from it. That's one problem I do have sometimes with a lot of the Securex sheaths, is that sometimes it can be hard to draw a knife. This one draws nicely, but yet holds the knife really secure. I like it. That's perfect. I love the way that draws. Yeah, that's nice. Love it. Let's put them all on the sheath so you guys can see what they all look like in the sheaths, on the different sheaths. This one's like I use this one, the way I would use this one is carry it in my front pocket or in a boot. But I stopped doing that because when I belonged to MC, I was carrying it, and my president told me that it was illegal to carry a fixed blade concealed. So I checked into it and he was right, and so I stopped carrying them concealed. I used to like to carry these all the time. And what makes these so cool is that they're lightweight. And this is a strong knife too. It's 3.5 millimeters all the way to the tip. Oz 8A steel. And this got a full tang handle also. All the cold steel knives have full tang handles. All the ones with overmolded Creighton handles like you see like this, they're all full tang. And this one, that's a heavy duty sucker there with that SAM-A, VG10 SAM-A. I love it. This one, when I first got it, was kind of hard to pull the knife in and out of it. Now it doesn't make any noise either. So, you know, it fits really nicely. And I understand that these are glass reinforced nylon. The Securex sheaths are glass reinforced nylon. So what you don't want to do is let your edge run against the edge side of the sheath. Because that probably will dull your edge. I've heard people say it dulls their edge. So when I open these or put the knife in, I always put force on the backbone of the knife or the this part of the knife. Take it out, and you keep the edge away from there. It keeps the edge like a 1/4 of an inch away from the other part of the sheath. So when you take it in and out, you run it against the spine. That's the word I was looking for. The spine of the knife. When you take it out, run it against the spine, and you will never damage your edge. I've been using these things for the last 10, 12 years, maybe a little bit longer. And like my old house knife used to be my Oyabun, and it was a 9-inch knife, pretty much like this. Only it was 9 inches long, and it had a 4 millimeter blade, I think. And the edge is still razor sharp. And it's been in and out of the sheath a million times, but that's the way I always take it in and out. But there they are there. And you always know when you got a good cold steel triad, it's when they don't make any noise when you unlock them. And they drop like that. And this one doesn't have any side to side or up or down. Works like it's on ball bearings. Absolutely love them. This one, on the other hand, will wear out your thumb after a while because it's got a very stiff leaf spring. I have pretty strong thumbs. I think the average person that's never had to deal with one of these kind of leaf springs, it might be a bit for you. But if you're used to the cold steel Ti-Lite and been carrying a long time and you know how they are, you know that's just the way the leaf spring is. They're strong. They're strong and they're stiff. That's why they're strong. Absolutely love these. Absolutely love them. Well, these are my house knives. Now you know all my house knives. These are the house knives. These are the ones that keep the house safe. These are the ones that get called on if the shit hits the fan. These will be the ones that will be my go-tos. Hopefully I'll have the Towel War in the holdout. I want the Towel War in the holdout, but they haven't released them yet. I'm still waiting for them to release them. Definitely check out this guy, randysknives.com. Is that, I'm saying it right? Yep, www.randysknives.com, and check out his new sheaths. These are awesome. These are awesome. I have another one on the way. I'll probably be here tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do a video on it tomorrow, but it'll be here tomorrow. I'll do a video on it later. But this one is staying out. You know I love my Tontos for my house knives. I love Tontos. I love how fast they are. I love having the snap cut. There's a whole lot of reasons to have a Tonto. Because this is a real fast kind of cut you can do. If somebody's coming at you, bam, bam, get away, get away, get away. And it'll put a deep cut in them. I've never had to use it like that, but I have practiced with it, and I've seen how deep these cuts, a snap cut will be on one of these. It snap cuts real deep. And that's to me just a defensive move because I'm not trying to kill nobody or hurt nobody. Well, you know, maybe hurt them a little bit, but I'm not trying to to permanently injure somebody or something like that. I just want them to get away from me. That's my whole thing. If you keep coming at me, I'll keep cutting you. Or whatever, you know, whatever I have to do, you know, because I'm not going to get hurt because you want to hurt me. That ain't going to happen. That's the way I think. I'm not into grappling and fighting with people and wrestling with people. I want no man putting his arm, you know, getting all up next to me and stuff and get me all dirty and stuff like that. Somebody's going to threaten me, you know, be prepared. Be prepared. That's all I got to say. And I think everybody, you know, nobody should have to put up with anybody wanting to cause you harm. That's the way I sort of look at life, you know. It's nobody has their rights to put your hands on you or anybody else. You know, if you're in a situation where you feel like you need to put your hands on somebody, walk away. Go somewhere else. Go do something else. You know, be the bigger person. Walk away. And if that person follows you and hunts you down and corners you and puts you in a position where you have no other choice to handle your business, you know, you come first. And that's the way I roll. I always believe in being a sheepdog and not a sheep. But anyway, I love it. I love it. I love these. I love these. I love the way it looks. I love everything about it. I definitely will be getting more from this guy. This was 38 bucks. 38 bucks. I think it's a good deal for 38 bucks. That's a really nice sheath. And when you look at the total cost of the sheath and the knife, you know what I mean? These are like 40 to 50 bucks. Usually. And this is a much lighter weight knife. Much smaller knife. This one, these are over $100, you know, depending on where you get them from. And this is a big, strong, heavy-duty combat blade. That's the way I would define these. This is like, this to me, this feels like a K-bar. You know what I'm saying? It feels like a real combat knife. The ones I have anyway, they're all like about this size. And this one, it feels like in between this one and this one. It's not as heavy as this one, but it's not as light as this one. It's not as long as this one, it's not as small as this one. So if these were the three bears, I guess this would be Mama. This would be Mama Bear. Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear. The three bears. All right, I'm getting silly now. It's time to get out of here. I hope you all doing good. Hope everything's okay out there. Oh, President came out today and said, don't have to wear masks anymore, except for if you're in a crowded indoor place. That's the only time that they're recommending that you wear a mask. But he says outside, if you've been vaccinated, I'm talking about for vaccinated people, you don't have to wear masks. Unvaccinated people, I guess you still have to wear masks. I'm vaccinated. I got vaccinated. So I don't have to wear a mask anymore outdoor. At least for now, huh? Peace out, Stiletto.